Being required to stand 8 hours a day as a retail employee is ridiculous. Mark my words. 3050 years from now this won't be a thing. Standing at a cash literally serves zero purpose other than to make us subservient to the higher-ups. I have never met a single customer who actually cared if their cashier was sitting or standing. It's honestly so abusive and dehumanizing if you think about it. Why should my employer dictate how I have to ring people up as long as I get the job done? It's also telling as you get to higher salaries. Bank teller, IT tech, programmers. You can actually sit while doing your jobs. It's only the peons they make ruin their knees and backs. In France they have these stool things behind the counters so the employees look like they're standing up when there aren't. It needs far less than 30 years. Standing too long causes edema, plantar fasciitis, and all these other painful health issues. Civilized countries don't do this. I'm sure others pointed it out by now. But look at how Aldi stores in the US have seats for their cashiers. European company that doesn't believe sitting is some privilege reserved for higher UPS. Is standing at a register an American thing? In Slovenia they always have chairs and it's up to the employee to either sit or stand. This is a genuine question because I find it really bizarre to not have chairs. Also, is this some sort of power play from the employer's side? I was in a store the other day with a friend and I needed to sit down because I have degenerative hip syndrome. There are no chairs at all because Wall Street doesn't even want customers to sit. If you're sitting you're not shopping, I guess. I work 10.5-hour shifts 4 days a week in a factory and I have to stand for that entire time period. Nothing to rest on or lean against, so I feel you, lol. I used to be a bank teller. We had chairs but we had to stand when a customer came in. Even if they didn't come to our specific window. The height of the chair made it so I was the same height to the customer. Standing or sitting. Get a job at Aldi. They let their employees sit at the register. They say it has led to improved performance and ring-up times. Yeah, and they count every second of your job and track tons of metrics about retail and warehouse employees. As a programmer I am sitting, eating and drinking soda all day long and nobody says anything. If you aren't standing you aren't working basically equates to, if you aren't suffering you aren't working. It's barbaric and, frankly, rooted in corporate sadism. It's purely to induce suffering. Just so we're clear, employers see normal people as walking pieces of garbage. Our comfort, our happiness is never ever going to be a factor as long as they keep making money and no one resorts to violence. The Seinfeld episode was right. Everyone deserves chairs. I've been to Europe only once. I went to a supermarket in Italy where the cashiers have stools to sit if they wish. I think it's a great idea that is overdue in the US. It's very much an American thing. Cashiers sit here in the UK. Aldi has done studies and learned that seated cashiers can move a line of checkout customers faster than standing cashiers can. Nobody should have to destroy their feet or backs for a paycheck. Sadism. Many people, from local management to the CEO and board, are sadists. They love having people at their mercy. Poor, hungry, and with aching feet. It's why they got into management. In any civilized country, retail cashiers get chairs. We have to dismantle the power structure in business. Honestly, on some level stuff like this convinced me that the system requires blood or suffering to function. It could cease to be a thing now if everyone would just band together and demand it. For some reasons, work advocacy groups and unions ignore my emails. I agree. Why don't we all stop contributing to a system that doesn't care about us? You know we outnumber the 1%, so why do we keep allowing them to hurt us?
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Aircast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.